got to be here right till the very end. Chizuru can chew up deliveries. He can also
and it's important that we try and improve on that performance, because there are some areas certainly that we weren't as smart as we would have liked to have been, and we pride ourselves on playing smart cricket as opposed to looking too far ahead and winning and winning series, etc. So we definitely want to improve on our last performance.
Good luck, wish you all the best today.
Cheers.
Sarfraz lost the toss, what were you looking to do?
Definitely we wanted to bat, but unfortunately toss is not our hand.
Tell us, you got a few changes?
Yeah, we made 3 changes. You know, Shoaib Malik is not fit, so we in the squad, Umar Amin is back, and Amir Amin is playing, and Mohammad Nawaz also is playing.
Tell us about those changes. Is it just an opportunity to give other players a go?
Yeah, definitely. We give some opportunity to a couple of young players. They are very good players, so hopefully they play well.
Did you gain confidence because it was a good performance in Hamilton? And at the end of the day, it was one performance, Colin de Grandhomme, who took it away. Is that something you guys have talked about, that you got some good performances out of players up in Hamilton?
Yeah, definitely. We have some good performance. You know, you already mentioned there's one good performance, Grandhomme, then take away home. So hopefully we play well, inshallah, and definitely we will win this game.
Not as much wind here today as last time?
Yes, definitely. We wanted this win.
We wish you all the very best today.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we go. Out in the middle here it is Kane Williamson, who's won the toss, and they've elected to bat first.
Yeah, thanks very much, Craig. Very solid-looking New Zealand lineup. You heard from Kane Williamson, that one change, Matt Henry coming in, but it looks very strong at the top again. Guptill, Munro, Williamson, Taylor, Latham, and Henry Nicholls, who has been fantastic in the early part of the season. A great welcome back for Colin de Grandhomme in the last match, and Matt Henry getting an opportunity today in place of Trent Boult. For Pakistan, 3 changes, you heard those. Umar Amin is coming in at the top with Fakhar Zaman. Babar Azam gets another opportunity at 3. Hafiz, Haris Sohail, so no Shoaib Malik today, maybe still suffering a little bit from that head injury, and Amir Yamin comes in as well. Hassan Ali is ruled out. He looked like he picked up a little groin strain the other day, and Mohammad Nawaz also in that Pakistan side. Ruman Race will have a big part to play first up this morning here at the Basin Reserve. Right, a little bit of rain around yesterday, but what's in store for today? Here's Laura McGoldrick with everything you need to know.
Good morning, everyone. Well, a lovely humid day here in Wellington. We tried to go up Mount Vic this morning, do the classic hair weather test for you, but the clouds rolled in and the picture didn't look very nice. So here we are just outside the Cricket Wellington offices. Let's take a look at what the weather is doing here in the capital for today's match. Currently 22 degrees, partly cloudy and northeasterly at 11 kilometres an hour. Humidity is 81%. I was not wrong when I told you she was a bit muggy outside. Later on today, the forecast conditions, 25 degrees the high, mainly fine. Northeasterly at a lovely 9 kilometres an hour, and that humidity is at 69%.
Yeah, I tell you what, weather conditions very different, aren't they? Way easier for all the cricketers concerned today. But the pitch, we're actually on the same pitch as the first game of the series. And if you cast your mind back to that, it played pretty well. I thought Pakistan bowled okay, but conceded over 300 runs. So that suggests the first pitch was good for batting. Now, the groundsman has watered it, he's rolled it, but he said they never come up the same. They never come up younger, let's say. That he compared the first pitch to, let's say, the third day of a test match when it's always good for batting. This one maybe a bit drier, maybe the bounce coming down a little bit more like towards the end of the fourth day, but then they never really wear that much, do they, during a test match at this ground, so expect this to be good for batting. A few areas for the bowlers to look at here, and I'm just in the area where the spinners might want to land it, and in the second innings with New Zealand with spinners in their side, there is some barer errors, but there's still plenty of grass on it. And it's hard, it's dry, so don't expect it to really start to turn square and be difficult for the batsman. It should be an even pace. The grass.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम गाइस, मेरा नाम अमीर हमजा, यूट्यूब स्पोर्ट। तो लाइव मैच के शो हमारी इस वीडियो को लास्ट तक देखिएगा और आपको सबसे क्रिकेट के रिलेटेड सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और साथ में जो आपको बेल का ऑप्शन मिलेगा उसे भी इनेबल कर लीजिए ताकि हमारी हर लेटेस्ट वीडियो आप तक पहुंचती रहे। तो सबसे पहले गाइस
Then you don't have to go to the middle, Dan. Just to the edge. Just to, hey.
What are you doing, Dan?
Just to the edge.
Yeah. Roll around.
How is it?
Roll around.
How is it? Is it wet? Do a roll.
Yeah.
There he is. He's just always in the action.
Yeah.
Well, we're down here. We might as well, Baz.
Exactly.
Now show your hand to the camera, Dan. Joe?
Yeah,
it's wet. You can see it's sort of holding grass, and then if you keep the grass on it, Dan, you can rub it on your head, and there might be a grassy patch there tomorrow.
It might grow something.
So, bit of fertiliser in that grass. Back underway with the new ball, start of the second 10, and that's been carted right down and reached it. Look out! It's nearly hit Zainab.
Look, quite close to us. Probably saw Dan doing that little report there, and he said, well, back at you. Got underneath that.
It's pretty wet.
Let's ball. Smashed.
There it goes. Mr. Ahmed, he's not in bad touch, is he? That's been launched nicely. And that's a harder, drier ball straight away out of the middle.
Well, dry herb ball, you're right. It's quite damp out there.
Yeah, definitely. It looked like it. You had grass stuck to your hand, didn't you? Like
you wanted me to wipe my head, didn't you?
Well, I just thought it might establish a little bit of growth or something just on there. You know, if we rub it in. Bit of massage. They do say that if you're losing, just stimulate the follicles.
Yeah.
With some massage and laser.
Remedial therapy.
Especially with the fertilizer. Just putting in.
Baz was bald this time last year. And he did the same thing. He did a dew test.
Give some clinic a plaque bag.
Accidentally, a little bit like something about Mary, just rubbed it in at the top. Beautiful. And look at the hair.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of that. Great scene.
So there's a chance, Dan, that if you rub it in. All right, singles. So, sort of petering, isn't it? A little bit like the first game. A little bit like Xiaomi, where you look at possibilities. 130, it's almost the same, and then 10's 160. I reckon that was very similar figures.
And can Umar erupt a little bit like how maybe Akmal did, and then someone maybe like Safraz play a little bit of a captain's hand like Darren Sammy did earlier? Needs it badly.
Well, I sort of think it's in a way the bonus when you're setting the pace, because if they're chasing 180 and they're in this position, you start taking on that shot to try and get that run rate under control again in a run chase. But now, because you're setting it, your decision making on taking on the right ball might be a little bit better, more precise.
Yeah, it helps with the captain being out there, so Omar Amin will be getting instructions of whether to go hard or not. Sarfraz will look for the singles and the odd big hit, but I think Omar Amin has got himself set, and like Dan said, he needs to go.
Oh, he's played that nicely. He jumped out early, did Ahmed, jumped to the onside, then got a short wide one.
That's nice. Right on cue too, Baz.
Yeah, he just eased this past point. He didn't try overhit it, just sort of placed it over the top. And he's got enough skill, enough timing on it. So
what's happening?
Well, he's given very stern words there. He said, I'll call it whenever I want, umpire. There we go. There's another look at that brilliant boundary. So 24 from 15 now, Ahmed, and looking good. There he is, calling for it. He's not happy because he thinks that.
Interesting too, when you're thinking about winning the toss batting and the dew factor. How much was it always going to come into play for your bowlers?
The ball, aren't they?
Yeah, massive.
I'll just ask Dino. Dino, you're taking it now? Dino, you're taking it now? No, he's not. He's playing silly buggers. He's just said no. Let's see if he's not. All right, well, that's the end of the over, the 12th. And
waiting.
I don't think he's taking it. Hang on. Oh, he's trying to double bluff it. It's a great cause, and it was all happening there. I think he's a little shaken from that ball, but was right near him, but obviously he'd be an extremely happy owner, wouldn't he, of a franchise that's doing particularly well.
Yeah, lovely fella too, Ollie. Good man.
Had a good view, didn't we? That Patel drop was just right there, and he got a grip on it. It was there. It's just that judgment on the rope, I think.
Not happy with the technique from Samet?
No, it's all right. I thought Slats wanted to jump up and take the catch. He was so excited, the ball coming our way.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, looking at that result, I should